This is First Coast News on your side at 5.
Tonight, the nation is mourning the death of Jimmy Carter. He will be laid to rest this evening. Thank you for joining us on First Coast News. I'm Jessica Clark.
And I'm Rich Donnelly. The former president's body is now en route to its final resting place of his hometown of Plains, Georgia. Carter's 2-hour public memorial service took place this afternoon at Washington National Cathedral. Carter died December 29th at 100 years old. He was the president who lived the longest in U.S. history, the first to reach 100, and stayed in the public eye after leaving office by being very involved in building affordable housing with Habitat for Humanity.
His remains were transferred first by plane and now by motorcade to his hometown in Plains, Georgia, where people there are waiting for the motorcade's arrival. And that's where there will be a private family funeral, and then Carter will be buried on the grounds of his family home next to his wife, Rosalind.
Jimmy and Rosalind Carter were married for 77 years. She died in November of 2023. He was in hospice for nearly 2 years before he died. And hundreds of people are lining the streets of Plains to pay their respects and say goodbye to the 39th president.
And that's where we find our Riley Phillips, who spoke with people who are there to witness this event.
The schedule of events is a little delayed here in Plains. President Carter and his family are now going to be arriving at Maranatha Baptist Church around 5. It'll be another hour or so before the motorcade makes its way through Plains. But if you look around me, people have been lined up on the streets here waiting to wave goodbye to President Carter for the last time. Many have been here since about noon. They brought chairs and blankets while they wait for the motorcade. This will be the last time President Carter travels through his hometown of Plains. There is an undertone of sadness here, but there's also a celebration of his life and legacy. We spoke with some of the people who made the trip here. 2 best friends decided to drive an hour and a half away. They tell me they are just proud to have a president come from the state of Georgia and come from a small town.
To me, the biggest thing that when you look at, this is where he came from, a president. This is almost like Lincoln, people like that. How did they get to be president? And somebody like him, from this little tiny, this is a tiny town. Tifton's not big. This is really small.
And the motorcade will turn right on this road behind me here. The Carter's home is just up the road from here. People gathering here will also get the chance to see that Navy flyover and missing man formation. In Plains, Riley Phillips, First Coast News on your side.